Sporting contests all feature a few key moments in which they can be won or lost. In soccer, the penalty shootout is the ultimate pressure moment for any player. Whether playing for pride on the practice ground or in front of 80,000 people at a cup final, when the pressure is on, some of us choke. At the University of Central Lancashire in England, Dr. Rod Corbin is investigating the mystery of choking by looking at how mental pressure can inhibit a player's physical skills.
Is it the case that when people are anxious, their movements do become very stiff and jerky, that somehow something about the control of the movement changes?
In Rod Corbin's experiment, reflective markers are placed over the subject's body. These relay the relative position of his limbs to a computer for processing.
On my mark, 3, 2, 1, go.
The data is used to calculate the smoothness of his movements. In the second phase of the experiment, the player is placed under stress. He's told that his shooting skills will be rated by an expert panel. Corbin wants to find out if the player's movements become less expert under pressure.
What seems to happen is that under anxiety conditions, their movements become less fluid, more stiff or rigid, and also that their movements resemble those observed when they were learning the task.
Anxiety makes a soccer player's movements less flowing. It's all down to how their brain works.
When we learn a task, a particular part of the brain seems to be more involved in the control of the action. And as we become more expert at the task, a different part of the brain becomes more active in the control of that movement.
When learning a new skill, a player's movements are controlled by a conscious thinking area of the brain, called the ventral stream. But once the player is expert at the task, their movements are now controlled by the subconscious area of the brain, the dorsal stream. Rod Corbin believes anxiety reactivates the conscious part of the brain to turn what should be a subconscious expert movement into one which is clumsy and amateurish.